Well, this is a good example of why we can't have nice things, because there's people in the world who I don't know if they were just they weren't disciplined as a child. You know, they grew up in a household where you let the kid express themselves and let them do whatever they want. And then they end up becoming this invincible entity where they're like, I can never get in trouble because I can do whatever I want. I'm just expressing myself, blah, blah, blah. But it seems like it's sort of a societal shift. But now the one bad apple spoiling the bunch situation is impacting other people, because Nintendo just announced that, hey, our next big live event, it's done. It's over. We're not doing it because people are morons. So we're going to talk about this today. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to sort of discover with this situation. You might be wondering what happened over here too. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff to discuss because now Nintendo's next live event is canceled. It's done. It's over. You lose. Good day, sir. But before we get into all of that, I want to give a huge thank you to today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Toaster Ball, the physics-based multiplayer sports game in which you play as a toaster, now available for your Nintendo Switch. Looking for a fun new local multiplayer game to play with your friends? Toaster Ball might scratch that itch with its simple to learn gameplay in which the longer you press, the higher the toast rises. Hop around the field and figure out physics-based moves such as the deadly turbo flip across 5 different map locations. After each goal is scored, one of the random variants will hit your game with things like lava, moving platforms, and much more. And with modifiers, you could change the game to your most chaotic vision so no two matches are truly the same. You could customize everything in this game, from basic game rules to modifiers and the order of variants and different arenas. So what are you waiting for? Grab together some of your friends and pick up Toaster Ball, available now for your Nintendo Switch. I got a link in the description box down below where you can pick up this game. And of course, I want to give a huge thank you to Toaster Ball for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so you might remember that Nintendo held an event in Seattle, or the Seattle area, I guess, consisting of Nintendo Live. And basically, it was a celebration of Nintendo, basically. You know, it was a thing where fans got together, they got to play games and check out stuff. There were all sorts of events going on with it. It was really a celebration of the company and kind of the history of the company as well. There wasn't any sort of like new big game announcements or anything like that, but it was just a basic festival sort of situation. And I know some people that went to it. They said they had a pretty good time. I'm not going to that because it's not really my jam, but it seemed like it was a good enough event. So of course, Nintendo's going to want to do more of these events. That just makes sense. And they were going to be doing one of these events in Tokyo in early 2024. The Nintendo Live 2024 Tokyo event was supposed to take place on January 20th to the 21st at Tokyo Big Sight Convention Center. So we're talking like a month away. Okay, this whole event was supposed to happen. A big celebration. There's like orchestras and live music performances and stuff like that. But now it's canceled. And so some people are like, well, why is it canceled? Was it a logistics thing? Did they double book an event at that Coliseum and or the convention center and they got to do this, that, or the other? No. It was canceled because people do not know how to act. And threats started coming in. Threats to employees of Nintendo. Threats to people at the convention center. Threats to people that were going to be attending the convention center. And what was the epicenter of this? Did Nintendo Prime finally snap after making daily Switch 2 videos? And I was like, I can't handle this anymore. They need to show it at this thing. No. And that's just a joke. Don't get mad. But no. The reasoning behind it was Splatoon 3 and a tournament that was supposed to be taking place at this event. What are we as a race, as the human race? What have we become? Where we are shutting down events with threats because of the fact that you didn't like something about a Splatoon 3 tournament. You're a kid now. You're a squid now. Ends up getting an event shut down. Now, I definitely respect Nintendo for shutting down this event. You know, threats are thrown so willy-nilly out there. I've had threats made against me. You know, people handle those sorts of things differently. But the fact that Nintendo was just like, hey, you want to act like stupid ass children, then we're going to shut down this event. I completely respect that. You know, you have to teach people a lesson at some point in time, because threats, you know, you never really know the severity of them. I have a friend right now going through a situation. If you watch professional wrestling, you would know that Yeet is currently under a big scrutiny thing. You know, WWE removed all the Yeet related merchandise, and, you know, the Uso isn't saying it anymore because of a trademark that was done by another professional wrestler that I know personally. And he is going through it right now with crazy WWE fans threatening him. Like, these people are unhinged, and they seem to be, it's because of the internet. Because on the internet, everyone feels invincible. Everyone feels like they're God because they're hiding behind a moniker, a pseudonym, a false name, so they can make these threats. But these threats and stuff have repercussions. Okay, it's not just, you know, you're not just destroying an individual, you're destroying events, you're destroying other people's enjoyments of potential events. Like Nintendo Live that happened here, it was a very successful event. I'm gonna be showing the Nintendo's trailer from it, but like, you're ruining families' events and like vacations and all this sort of stuff so you can get your lols online. Or maybe you were genuinely upset because of a Splatoon 3 tournament not going your way. Like, this is I know I joke about stuff like this, but the internet and the rise of mental health problems goes hand in hand, dude. Like, there is a big correlation with these people that just spend their time online all the day and all the night, you know, talking with these other faceless individuals that they've never met in real life. And like, we're seeing the results of this sort of thing. So yeah, Nintendo said, hey, y'all want to threaten things? We're not going to do it. We're not going to do this event. You can go kick rocks. You can go, you know, play in traffic. We're done with you. And I think that's a good stance to have. I think at some point in time, you know, somebody has to take a stand against things like this. And I know it's disappointing to the thousands of people that were going to go there, but you know, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your attendees. You have to protect everyone involved. And if you can't really judge the severity of the threats, then you have to make the right decision. I just hope that this individual or individuals, whoever were making these threats, I hope they are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. You need to start making examples of these bozos that do things like call in false police reports and callers for like live streamers and stuff like that, call into these events and stuff. Fullest prosecution, no second chances, because obviously they are idiots and they're not going to be stopped unless they're finally told no for once in their life. So that's just my opinion on this sort of stuff. It sucks. Nintendo Live 24, it's done. No fun in Tokyo for anyone because people get upset about Splatoon 3. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're wondering what happened back here, rearranging, because I rearrange stuff a lot. There will be stuff there very soon, so don't you worry your pretty little head. And yeah, big thank you to Toaster Ball for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you guys go check out the link in the description box down below for more information on that game. And give me your thoughts and feedback on this situation. Was Nintendo right to do this? Are these sort of problems, you know, on the rise? And, you know, will we see more events potentially end up being canceled because people are jackasses? Let me know what you think of it. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.